I'm your co-host, Charles Pigg, and you're watching Pod Warriors.
Old Charles and Jared sip the brew. The Pod Warriors are rolling through. They laugh and chat with pints in hand. Two legends gracing every land. Oh, the kiss is goated, ain't no lie. Greatest duo, heaven high. Beer and boobs they think are cool as they make the world their fool.
I'll tell you right now, the kiss is goated, and beer and boobs are so cool.
It's been 2 weeks since I heard that, and it never gets old. Never gets old.
It's the best theme song ever.
Yeah, I'm sharing our link to so everybody can get tuned into this. It's been 2 weeks, man. How you been, brother?
I've been so good and so bad all at the same time, but we're making it work. We're making it work.
Yeah. We're
living life.
Y'all?
Hi, Roxy. How are you?
I did not pinpoint Roxy being the first one in here. Well, congratulations, first commenter.
Roxy is a goat. I tell you
Roxy
right now.
always said she was always late, but she's on time this time.
Yep. We're making a plan soon. I got to go and smoke a cigar with her husband.
There you go.
That's that.
All right. Since it's the wrestling theme night, what did Stone Cold do? He opened up a can of whoop ass.
I already opened mine because I was pre-gaming, but I got the old Pabby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I got the bush. Ah. She is Grace.
Welcome.
That's Grace presence.
It's the best presence here. Sorry. No offense to anybody else.
I am the most ecstatic person for it all. And no one can beat me at that one. I've said it from day one.
That's fair. You were the biggest cheerleader in my pursuit to happiness. My pursuit to real happiness.
Exactly. So all the haters that want to say anything,
but the best part about happiness is you can't spell that without spelling penis. Just saying.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
I did.
Well said.
I tell her that.
Welcome. Got other people from my town in here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I shared a lot of it, and Lindsay was in here too. So what up, girl?
Totally cockblocked you right there. So what about you, man? How have you been?
So so last week was a week with my kids, so that's why we took a week off, and then you had stuff going on with you the last week, so I was like, well, we're gonna wait 2 weeks to do this and come back with a good show. There's always plenty to talk about when you have 2 weeks gone. So I had an MRI today, and it's a bone marrow edema. So, which is not as serious as the pulmonary edema, which it could be led up to heart disease. But when they said edema at first, I got scared, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's a bone marrow." So that can be easily fixed, but it's just nice to have some answers to my chest pains and go from there. Yeah.
So all in all, this is the best answer you could get.
Yeah. I was very happy with it. I will say I am not a fan of MRIs. I fucking hate them. I think that's the first time I ever had it, and it was, it's not that I'm claustrophobic, but I was there for a good 30 minutes, and just in a confined space, and it was very hot, and it was uncomfortable. So,
yeah.
So, I'm just happy about it. Man, it's been weighing on me for a year and a half. I was misdiagnosed with costochondritis, and but they're like, that shouldn't last more than a couple of months. So, you know what's funny, Liz, is that I hadn't forgot that I had something in my pocket that was metal. Like I think I had my lighter in my pocket. I took everything else out, but then I like in the middle of it, I'm like, oh shit, I have a fucking lighter in there, and I'm like freaking out.
no.
Oh no, this is gonna mess everything up. And then they're like, no, you're good.
Is it going to explode?
Right?
It would take Liz all day to get those piercings out. Not going to lie. Fun fact, several years ago, I had to go and have a mammogram because I got some lumps on the breast, and I'm supposed to go get a biopsy, but that was like 6 years ago. I never did it.
Oh shit, bro.
Probably dying. I don't even know.
Bro,
But
good checked out, man.
I give women super credit for having to go through the whole mammogram process because my fucking God, that actually hurt me.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a pinch, bro. Put you in this machine.
Oh yeah.
They squish your boobie down.
I have no cancer, bro. You can't die on me, man. We're supposed to get married.
No.
We're supposed to get
Look.
married today. Sorry, Liz.
I mean, yeah, sorry, Liz, but Jarek's always been my backup plan. So, I mean, it's gonna happen.
But here's a toast to a shot, and we get a big shot of 99.
Why didn't you tell me we were doing shots? I would have got some.
Oh wait, let's do shots. Anyway,
But I can't. I don't have anything because you didn't tell me.
well, it's kind of last minute, you know. Like I was pre-gaming, and I'm like, let's get some shots. So, my bad, bro. So I'll take a shot for you. All right, ready? There you go. Cheers. Ooh, ooh. Those are rough.
Why'd you make that face, bro?
They're rough,
Was it
man.
was it a little rough?
A little bit, but it's good. It's good.
Dame said she'd be our flower girl, so it's all good.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Be all right.
She'd be a good flower girl. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Throw out all the rose petals.
I mean, I get to enjoy the moment for a little bit, and then y'all go off in your little room, whatever. I mean, I get to enjoy it for the moment and the benefits, but I mean, whatever.
We're only getting married for the insurance anyway, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
what Chuck and Larry? That's what it'll be.
Exactly. Love that movie. By the way. So how about your Bengals, bro?
It is a long time coming for them to be able to do that with what they did with T. Higgins. But can you imagine, like $400 million on 3 fucking players? That's wild to me.
Yeah, or I mean, like they're gonna re-sign Trey Hendrickson, or I guess extend Trey Hendrickson now.
I'm super excited that T. Higgins got some money because he deserved it, but he could have went anywhere and got paid. So I'm just happy that he got paid because the whole signing the franchise tag thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That
So
was
they're gonna have like a top offense, but I don't know if their defense is gonna unless they just nail the draft. You know, like
or free agency. That's literally the only way.
well, there's
the
not
only way
much,
that it's gonna help.
not much left as like top quality starters in free agency, so they're really gonna have to hit a home run in the draft.
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
they're pick 17. There's a lot of good defensive players.
There is.
But they're good.
Plenty of
I mean, Joe Burrow's going to throw for at least 5,000 yards, and with that all,
they keep talking about J.J. Watt making a comeback
ooh,
to play for us. That'd be crazy. I'd be
that'd be
all right
nice.
with that.
Yeah, at least 1 year. Yeah,
Yeah, give him like 1 year, whatever. I don't know.
Or either that, just go all in and get a badass running back in the draft or a tight end, and just say, hey, we might not have a good defense, but
we
try to
signed P.
outscore us. Try to outscore us.
We signed P. Ryan back. He's a running back. We signed P. Ryan.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good.
He's a good running back. I mean, he did some good things for Chiefs.
Didn't he play with them before?
Yeah, he played with us before, and then we traded him to the Chiefs. I don't know what we got out of the deal or whatever, or maybe I don't remember. Did he go into free agency? I don't remember.
Denver. I know he played for Denver for a little bit too.
I mean, he was a good running back, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This team, I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship for I think a lot of people, but I've always been, you know, one
Yeah.
thing Jess always makes fun of me for is being a diehard Bengals fan. But like at the end of the day, like I am not the Bengals fan that goes, "This is our year. Next year, next year is going to be our year."
I am
We
not the
are the
I'm not the Cowboys fan that says it's going to be our year.
yeah.
I will.
We
I will say this though: is they said they were going to be selectively aggressive. Never heard that term before. Either you're selective or you're aggressive. They said we're going to be selectively aggressive. They were. They signed a bunch of first round bust
they
that
fired their
haven't.
head coach, right?
His contract ran out, so they couldn't come to an agreement on a new contract. So I guess technically yes, but Jerry Jones doesn't like to pay coaches after they fire them. So they're like, all right,
Yeah.
well. So they hired Marty Schottenheimer's son. I call him Marty Hart Brian because Marty was a good coach. You got a 49ers fan. Sorry, girl. Sorry.
I mean, her team beat us in every single one of our fucking
Oh, her team beats my team every year now. Like we're
they
screwed.
they kill us in the Super Bowl every time that we play them.
Your team and her team beat us this past year.
Kittle, I mean, how could you argue with that dude?
Christian McCaffrey.
Right. Insane players. Insane players.
Yeah.
It'd be so if they had a quarterback like Joe Burrow, they'd be unstoppable. They just struggle at that position, I think.
Well, Brock Purdy really fell off this year. Like all of his weapons are gone, or about to be.
I have never been impressed by that guy. Everybody swears by him. I just never been impressed by him.
I think he had good weapons around him, and he played well enough to get him far, like in the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship. But you lose your players, and then now they traded Debo. Christian McCaffrey's been hurt off and on. They're talking about trading Brandon Ayuk. So they're not looking so hot right now.
I don't know. But I think for the next couple of years, it's going to be a Chiefs Eagles show. That's just all there is to it. For whatever reason, the Eagles just love pouring money into good players.
They know how to,
and they can find players that you would never think are going to be great. Yeah,
they have the best GM in the league. If I'm being honest,
they really do.
I hate it. They're in my team's division. But I like how they put a team together.
Yeah, they can.
So and the other thing we wanted to go over,
trying really hard not to be dirty here. I'm holding back.
Are you?
No, I ain't shy. I would love to choke her. I don't even hate the Chiefs. I really don't. I know that like a lot of people do, but like you cannot argue that over the past couple of years, their players, I mean, they've lost some really fucking good players. They've still managed to put together a fucking solid team. So you can't argue with their talent.
And there's the Patrick Mahomes factor, They'll be back again next year.
I don't hold back. I was just being sarcastic. Pretend shy. It's being pretend shy.
So, I don't know, like, do you ever watch ESPN at all? Like, I don't know.
Occasionally.
We're in a day and age where ESPN, when I used to watch it was all about just highlights and all that. It was fun to watch, but now it's a bunch of talk shows and
it's like when MTV used to play music.
Yeah. So, but what struck me about that was they talked about John Cena's heel turn, and John Cena is like our generation's Hulk Hogan. We had Hulk Hogan, and then there was John Cena. Yeah. John Cena he played a heel the very first year of his career. But then ever since then, he's been the baby face. He's been the face of the company. He's been a part-timer doing Hollywood movies, but he's always been the good guy, granting the most Make-A-Wish. And so now he's doing this is his last year. He announced to, and he's doing a year, his last year, his retirement tour. He also, if he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, he'd be breaking the Ric Flair's record 16 times. He'd be 17. So what really, like, I was watching, it was the pay-per-view, and The Rock is there. He's a heel right now, and all of a sudden he turns on the biggest. Oh, that's fine. No.
He is so rated as an actor because he is fucking funny as hell.
Yes, he is.
What is that movie that he just did where he was the bodyguard? What was the name of that movie? He was a bodyguard. God, I forget the name of it. That shit was so good. It was funny, had some action in it. That movie was so good.
Peacemaker on Max.
Peacemaker.
Funny.
How can't you if you can't laugh at that, you're crazy, Roxy. God.
Yeah. So the storyline was Cody Rhodes is the son of famous wrestler Dusty Rhodes. He's the world champion right now.
Yeah.
And the storyline was The Rock's like, hey, sell me your soul and you can be the champion that I want or whatever, right? He said. And on the pay-per-view, he's like, hey, Rock, go fuck yourself. And I was like, oh, shit. And then him and John Cena come in, give a little big old hug. And then John Cena looks at The Rock. The Rock does this. And he kicks Cody Rhodes in the nuts. And I tell you this, as a wrestling fan, the inner me was screaming like, fucking finally. The ultimate good guy was able to turn bad. Because watching you on TikTok, and then you inspired me to do my content. Like, I look at your content when you talk shit, I'm like, man, you got some zingers that I wish I would have had against people that I feuded with.
That's true, dude.
I wish he got a good one. I wish I would have thought of that one, you know? But that's I instantly was drawn to you because like, this guy's
Hi, Debbie.
He didn't she went like this. But like I was like, man, this guy is quick on the draw, and I want to be. So a lot of my content, I've told you this before, is inspired by you when it comes to talking shit. And so, yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
Talking shit is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, and so John Cena is very good on the mic. So, like, he had a promo on Monday Night Raw, talking about for 25 years, y'all cheered me, y'all booed me. He's like, but I'm in a toxic relationship with y'all, including that kid over there. And they showed this kid dressed exactly how John Cena was in the ring. And that kid looked like he was about to cry. This was one of the best heel turns I've ever seen since Hulk Hogan did it. And I was like, but when I was a kid, I loved when Hulk Hogan turned bad. But when John Cena,
there was so many people that fucking they hated it. Like you remember whenever he first came out in the NWO stuff.
Yeah, they threw trash in the ring. But he looked at that kid, basically said, "Fuck them kids," and I was like, "That kid's gonna learn. That kid's gonna learn disappointment. He needs to learn it now. That all your heroes are flawed."
Facts. And that's like the same thing like growing up, like I don't watch anymore. So like I've obviously got my own couple of questions. Like Netflix, is it good that they turned out into Netflix?
Yes.
Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Yes, because I mean they don't like go crazy saying curse words, but like if they're really hitting home with the promo, and it calls for it, like they're not going to censor it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then the pay per view, like when Cody Rhodes said, "Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself," wasn't censored. Wasn't censored. We heard it, and in that moment, I was like, as a fan, I'm like, holy shit. You know, like it was impactful.
We grew up watching wrestlers like Ric Flair, Undertaker.
Yep.
How was some of that shit allowed to be on TV?
Oh, in the Attitude Era? In the Attitude Era?
In the Attitude Era. When you go back and watch some of that, you're like, wow, the FCC let that go through?
Okay. I don't know when you stopped watching. When do you remember stop watching? When did you stop watching? If you could give a ballpark.
The ballpark towards the end of the Attitude Era, like right. So WCW and WWE were like doing their fighting back. They were doing their wars back and forth with each other.
Okay, yeah.
So
that was a good time. Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And realistically, one of the reasons, it's not that I hated it, I guess, but like one of the reasons I stopped watching is I really don't watch TV.
Right.
I met this lady at this one period of time in my life, and she made me hate everything about me. So like I stopped watching everything, and all I wanted to do was spend time golfing, frisbee golfing, fishing, anything I could do to just stay away from her. Yeah. If I'm being dead honest, but I didn't know then that that's what I was doing. But yeah, that's what I was doing. I spent so much time golfing that I probably could have saved all that money and bought 2 cars. That's how much golfing. That's how much golfing I did.
So the oddest time, and I was embarrassed to watch it. Okay, so this is like early 2003, maybe late 2003. There was a storyline with Kane. You remember Kane and the Undertaker have their storyline brothers, right?
Before Kane came. He was that weird dentist dude. I think we talked about it before. Yeah.
Isaac Yankem. Okay. All right. So there was a storyline where Kane had a girlfriend in high school named Katie Vick, right? And they got into a wreck, and Katie Vick died, right? This is Vince McMahon's twisted fucking thinking here. I'm going to blame it on Vince McMahon here. So they recreated a scene where, it was, he was feuding with Triple H at the time. Okay. They recreated the scene where they said Kane went to the funeral home where she was at, proceeded to have sex with her, and then goes, "Oh my God, I did it. I screwed your brains out." And he grabs this like goo. Triple H grabbed this goo and throws it to the camera. And there's like slop on the camera. Mind you, I'm 16 years old watching this shit in the living room with my dad, who is ultra conservative. And he goes, "What are you watching?" And I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. How was some of that allowed on TV, dude?
I don't know.
It was the best.
And I don't know how he even allowed me to keep watching wrestling after that. Because Vince McMahon's so fucking sick in the head. But I was like...
He was smart.
I was small. Like, I was like curled in my couch like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what do I say to that? What do I say to that?
I know exactly. I'm actually crying. Oh, I know exactly.
So if whoever's watching right now, go on YouTube, type in WWE, Katie Vick, Triple H, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And think about me sitting in the couch with my ultra conservative dad. I love my dad. I'm not talking shit. I love my dad so much. He's a super nice guy. I love him to death. But you got to think about, in that time period, I'm still a teenager in the home, so he's my dad. He's loosened up a little bit now, But think about it then, and then watch that
Yeah,
scene.
it
Like,
was
oh
such a different
my
time.
god!
We had we had to like literally beg my mother to like allow us to do the pay-per-views.
Yeah,
And you know, pay-per-views were worse than just regular what they were filming on
yeah.
DVD.
They go harder than that. Yes.
They did. But then, of course, like at that time, we had like satellite too. So it was like anytime a rainstorm went off, you were like, fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a different type of TV.
So when I was really young, I was not allowed to watch WWE. Like for the Attitude Era, I was not allowed to watch WCW. But for the Attitude Era, I was not allowed to watch it. So when WWE basically bought out WCW,
Yeah.
that's when I was able to watch it because I was a little bit older then. But then, even then, like the pay-per-views that I was allowed to watch, I basically hid that from my parents because there was one pay-per-view where they had Mae Young. Mae Young at the time was in her 80s. They had her in like basically a bikini. And
Do
this
you
is
know?
old. Yeah.
Do you know how hard it was at that age to be able to get the Playboy magazine with all the WWE stars in it?
Oh, like China and
China and
Tori Wilson,
Tori Wilson,
Stacy Keibler.
Stacy Keibler. Dude, that was so hard to be able to get. I still have it somewhere.
Yeah.
Still have it somewhere.
A black. I did not. I never had a black box.
I did. It was a long time ago. Oh, welcome, Leah.
So our names here are like wrestling names: Madman, Jericho, Egg Wrangler. I like it. But you also had the perfect like just your last name, Charles J. Pig for or president.
You know how I like? Obviously, that's not my name now. Like I legally went through a name change. Of course, everybody knows that on TikTok too, but everybody just calls me that. But like, do you know what it was like growing up, being the kid with the largest fucking ears in the classroom, and everybody would just be like, "Your last name's Pig? Are you going to be a cop when you grow up?" Yep, I am. I am, but I'm not.
Frisk me, baby. Are you a
I
cop?
would frisk you.
I am talking to Charles. I am talking to Charles.
I would frisk you, and I would love every second of it. Just so you're aware.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can frisk you all you want.
See, I got approval. Frisk me all you want, big boy. Sorry, Liz.
I don't think she cares.
No, she shouldn't. She shouldn't care.
I don't know. I told this story once. I don't know if I ever said it here, but like Ric Flair he was literally in the house that I'm in right now. He's been in the house multiple times. The house was bought and paid for by my grandmother's husband. And he used to do like body work.
Yeah.
And they were so like fancy with their body work and in the Cincinnati territory that they used to do work on like all different types of celebrity cars. And he used to do the work he did so much work for Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can publicly say it, but there was some extracurricular activity that he used to do for him on the side. And
imagine
drug related, prostitute related, and all that different kinds of stuff. And my grandmother had no idea that that's what her husband was into. He was basically a pimp, bro. And it was so wild, like to hear some of those stories. And it's like, like, how didn't you see that was a thing? Like, how didn't you see that was a thing?
Yeah.
But I tell the story often. I don't know that if I've ever said it publicly or not, but so his body shop, he actually It caught on fire. And so it caught on fire, and he goes and he grabs this bucket, and he thinks the bucket is water, but it's actually acetone. So he takes this bucket and he throws it on the fire, thinking that it's water. It's acetone, and it explodes. It burns like 80% of his body. Like,
Yeah.
Like my uncle was working in the body shop at the time.
Yeah.
Ended up getting him put out and stuff like that, but he had to have skin grafts and all different kinds of things. Lived through all of it, burned over 80% of his body. That shit was wild, but I think that was like the end of his body shop career, you know, or whatever. But he used to do all different types of work for Ric Flair. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I still have them. I can ask my grandmother, but she's got pictures of him being in the house, just hanging out, just chilling.
Oh, dude, I would love to see that. And that what years were that?
Early 80s, 70s.
So early 80s, he's gonna be big. Like he was
Yeah,
stout.
he was still big then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
He
yeah,
had
they used to hang out all the time. They were
he had
like
a retire- he had
somewhat
a
best friends.
he had a match like a year or two ago, like at 77 years old. It was his final match ever. Like
I couldn't even imagine like what those wrestlers put their fucking body through. Everybody says that it's fake. Great, it's fake. The outcomes are fake and all that. The injuries,
no,
not
take
fake.
a bump on the mat. It's not a trampoline. It's
No,
not. You have to
it's
do
not.
that 300, and full-time wrestlers do it 300 days out of the year.
I wrestled on those. Did jujitsu on those.
Yeah.
And they are not giving.
No.
Like it's not what everybody thinks that they are, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I mean,
Now
like,
they're trained to do their bumps and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure. But it's
They're
plywood
Yep.
with that much foam.
exactly.
That much foam on top of plywood. It's not an easy thing.
Yeah.
Amber Lynn, welcome. I don't know if I think I missed you.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
you
been.
did say hey, yo. Welcome, Ames.
Hi, Ames. But yeah, dude, like, and I tell that all the time. They're like, it's fake, right? Okay, but TV shows are fake. Do you not get lost in the you turn off your reality and you just enjoy.
Oh,
Butters.
yeah. I think
Butters likes wrestling. There we go. Butters likes wrestling. There you go.
obviously it's fake. It's sports entertainment. We get that. I think that's the consensus. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
But god damn what they put their bodies through. You're talking about wrestling like literally 2 times a night sometimes.
Yeah.
300 nights a week?
Yeah.
Or 300 nights a year? Not a week.
Mhm.
300 nights a year? That's crazy.
Yeah.
When are you home?
And you're traveling overseas. You're traveling all over the United States.
And I think it's different nowadays, but back then, like, they didn't have private jets.
It's still brutal, though. Traveling that much, it's brutal.
Right. Whatever,
Not for the week. And you got to
Put
keep
your
your body
body through
active. Yeah.
Hi, Denny.
It's a dinner.
Love your face. Yeah, it's I don't know. Of course it's fake. It's sports entertainment, but god damn.
It's fun. I've been to it live.
Favorite wrestler of all time?
Ooh.
I know that's a hard question.
That is
It's putting me on the spot.
That is a very hard question.
It's putting me on the spot, I know.
Man, because I can go by eras. All time, though. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh, it's a really close tie between Shawn Michaels and CM Punk. Really close. Because Shawn Michaels is one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever watched.
I got a controversial one.
Okay.
Bret Hart.
Oh, Bret Hart's best is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Yep. He got so screwed too, but no, like I just loved watching the guy wrestle.
Yeah, and then Bill Goldberg ended his career with concussions.
It is in my car and it is attached to my visor. That's where it's at. The other present is right there.
The Undertaker, I had the pleasure of getting to see one time live, WrestleMania 32. I was in Dallas for that against Shane McMahon. That was great. The Undertaker is phenomenal. I love the Undertaker.
I honestly think Shane McMahon was a little bit of a crazy fucking dude.
Yeah, he did a crazy.
He pulled off some crazy shit.
Yeah. My favorite show that I went to, of course, I was front row in Arkansas for Monday Night Raw. That's something I never got to do before that. That was fun. But my favorite show I've ever been to was 10 years ago. Went to a Monday Night Raw in Dallas. It was a reunion show. Like they had Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. Then you had the NWO, DX, the APA. Well, anyway, at the end, Sting showed up, and Sting was one of my favorite wrestlers from WCW. And I was already drunk. And I was like, oh my god, because he had never been in WWE before, and he showed up like a couple months earlier in a pay per view, but he had been since. And so when he was there, I lost my shit. That was my my inner kid, just being able to see all my favorite wrestlers in one building. That was fun.
Mick Foley, Terry Bradshaw, Terry Funk.
Terry Funk, rest in peace.
Those people, they did crazy shit to their bodies.
Yeah.
Rob Van Dam. How could you argue with what that guy did? What that guy put himself through?
Yep.
Crazy. Mick Foley was just a different type of animal.
Did you watch the match with Stone Cold 2 years ago when he was at WrestleMania 38 when he finally, after 19 years?
I didn't.
Oh, dude. I was sitting there watching the pay-per-view. It was in Dallas. I didn't get to go that year. And I missed it. And it was his first match he had done in 19 years. He had a wrestling match. And I was like, I felt like a kid again. Like wrestling is like, I romanticize about wrestling so much because, yeah, as stupid as it can be, there are just storylines that you're just like, bro, this is what I want to do to my boss, and yada yada yada. The things I want to say to people is perfectly reflected about what they say to other people. You know what I mean?
I have a question. Did you own any of the WWE soundtracks on CD? Because we did.
I didn't, but I had friends who did because I had friends that were wrestlers or wrestling fans.
Oh, we were big into it, but like we did wrestling kind of in school and stuff too. So like we were super huge into it.
Oh yeah, we would make our own pay-per-views, or we'd be like, all right, we have our names and we rock out, go to the trampoline and our entrance music and all that stuff. We'd have all that stuff because we wanted to be wrestlers.
Send her the invite, bro. Send her the invite. What are you doing?
We would just have it all like figured out. Or you want to do this? I mean, just and then like in school, we were like, oh, we're part of the Wolf Pack, and this group of guys are part of the DX, and we're gonna fight, and we never fought. But yeah, wrestling was a big deal for us back in the day. Yeah, it was a big part of my childhood, and then I never grew out of it. A lot of my friends did. Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. Yeah, I know it's stupid. whatever. But
It's a fair question.
Yeah.
We had the N64, and of course we played all the wrestling games, you know.
Okay, what was your favorite
was-
N64 wrestling game? N64.
I don't even remember the name of it, but it was god damn.
There were two that were my favorite. WCW NWO Revenge.
The Revenge, that was my favorite. I think
And
that
then
was my favorite.
WWF No Mercy. Because it was similar.
Yeah. The
Yes.
Revenge was my favorite. And like the fact that you could make your own wrestlers, create your own moves and all that shit, that was so fun.
Now, when it comes to PS2, it was WWE Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth. Oh, man, dude.
So
That's-
when PS2 came out, that's whenever I started getting into shooters. So like I didn't play any like wrestling games, football games, nothing like that. But yeah, I was all about the Battlefield when PlayStation came out.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 came out. And then I just turned into nothing but shooters, but
Right. No, Lee, I did not have those. I just played wrestling games. I never owned the action figures.
oh yeah, we did. We had the ring and everything, dude.
That's awesome.
You had to put the stickers on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my shows that I went to was Ring of Honor. It was, and that's now owned by AEW, All Elite Wrestling. But back then, 10 years ago, it was just its own independent company, and they came through my hometown. And a lot of the wrestlers today that were on that show are either in WWE or in AEW. But I was like, I was like front row in the entranceway. So like, but they was so small. So like, I'm like, hey, slap, like, give them that, like, give me a high five. Well, the heels would do this. They like hold up their arms, like, I ain't giving you a high five. Fuck you, bitch. Like,
Right.
yeah. There was a couple of them that I already recognized from their time in WWE. Maria Kanellis was one of the ones in there, and she was a heel with her husband and another guy. I think it was Adam Cole, and she was running away. I'm like, hey, where are you going? She's like, fuck you. And I'm like, damn, okay, like, but like that's just how her role was. And I was
Right.
like, oh, okay, I laughed it off, but I was like, oh, okay. So it was fun. That was one of the funnest times I ever had.
Reggie Reg.
What up?
I know that we started talking about John Cena. He was a
Yes.
good guy for so long, right?
Yeah, 20-something years.
I honestly think that it's like great for like him to end his career as a heel.
Yes. Perfect.
Because well, even if he doesn't, let's say that he wrestles for another 5 years, whatever, and he ends up changing multiple times. Like it's so good because like Hulk Hogan did it. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's what they wanted Stone Cold to be. They wanted him to be kind of like a heel. It just didn't work out that way.
Tried, and it didn't work.
It didn't work out that way.
And John Cena wanted to do it in 2012, and they had entrance music and all that, and Vince McMahon got cold feet. Now that Vince McMahon's not head of creative and not involved anymore, they're like, this is the way to go out. I think it's perfect though, because I did not see that coming whatsoever. Did not see it coming. I legitimately was surprised because usually I can predict what's going to happen. Because I've been watching it for so long. Did not see that coming. And it was awesome. So that was one of the greatest things I ever witnessed. And I was like, okay, this is why I love wrestling so much. Was the genuine surprise that I had for that. And
So
I think you're gonna kill it.
Speaking of midget wrestling, I actually have a cousin that was a big part of half pint brawlers. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that, knows what that is, but that was pretty cool to like watch him make it to that type of amateur stuff.
Right.
Half pint brawlers.
We had a good turnout tonight so far.
Bro, there's a ton of midgets in this fucking comment section. Are you kidding?
Leah versus Reggie. 1-on-1 in a cage match. Let's go.
I'd pay to see it. I'd pay to see it. Leah and Reggie? Whew, bro. I'd pay to see it. It's also like lingerie football. Lingerie football. That's my shit.
Yeah. Yep. Who said you gotta die, Reggie?
Nobody said you gotta die, but if you die, wouldn't it be like that shit would be fun? Are you kidding? If you die, you die.
She does. She does.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? Oh, you said Bret Hart, right?
Yeah, Bret Hart.
Okay.
Sting, obviously, but Sting for what he was able to accomplish. And the fact that he did not want to leave WCW. Like, he was a diehard WCW.
Or when he went to WWE and I was there for that, was insane. And then he was able to retire at 64 years old, was still wrestling, and he retired last year.
For what they put their body through, could you even imagine doing that until you're 60? That's crazy to me to begin with.
But Sting has always been body. He was a bodybuilder at first. He always knew how to take care of his body. So 64, not surprised.
Diamond Dallas Page. I don't think that guy gets enough recognition for what he was able to accomplish.
DDP Yoga. Oh shit.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. Like, I didn't bring him up just because I thought about DDP Yoga, but like for what he does, like now after the fact, for what he does for like veterans, that man is a total different.
He got Jake the Snake Roberts to be able to walk again, basically, and then he was helping with Scott Hall, rest in peace. He's helped a lot of wrestlers with a lot of old wrestlers being able to have a life outside of being confined just in a chair. So
I always liked DDP.
Yeah, DDP was a big part of my childhood with WCW. I love that, dude.
And yeah, obviously you can't argue with like talent like Undertaker. The motherfucker he did it. He did it. He made wrestling what it was or what it is.
Yeah.
Set the stage for like everybody that comes after him.
Yep. But if you've never been to a WrestleMania, his
origin story.
Yeah.
Like when he did training and he showed up at that house, like his origin story cracks me up every time I hear it, dude.
So when I went to WrestleMania 32, they said there was 100,000 people there. And I met dudes from Germany, Australia, England. The English dudes are fucking hilarious, dude. Because we were stuck outside, and they're like, "Move the fucking queue! Move the fucking queue!" And I'm like, and I always thought it was fucking funny. Like I didn't have a problem with it. And I said, "Hey, so what brings you here?" And they're like, "Oh, this is our fifth WrestleMania in a row." I'm like, "How the fuck do you afford that shit, dude?" I mean, that's not a cheap trip, and it was expensive for me. And I brought 2 other people with me. It was expensive.
I have had too much liquid courage to be able to say the story the right way. So if I'm insensitive, I'm just insensitive. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be. I used to work in a grocery store, and one of the kids that I worked with most closely was autistic. And I loved him so fucking much. Like, I tried everything because he had like a caseworker that would work with him all the time to be able to like get him hours and all that stuff. And I worked so close with him. He was so in love with wrestling, and that's how we ended up connecting. And like I became like his quote unquote mentor or whatever. And he would all the time talk about all these wrestling events that he had went to, and he would talk about like how he had met he met the Undertaker, and he was like, you know what? Mark Calloway was the biggest dick I've ever seen in my entire life. He didn't even want to give me an autograph. And I asked him so many times for an autograph, and I just wanted his autograph. And I love the kid so fucking much. Honestly, I need to reach back out to him on Facebook because it's been a long time since I talked to him, but but that's how we connected, was over wrestling. It's been so long since I even watched wrestling, but I love that dude. But he was so mad about the Undertaker not giving him an autograph. That was so funny to me. He totally dismissed me. He didn't even pretend like I existed. And I've been the biggest fan of the Undertaker for so long.
You got to think about how many times they get approached for autographs, even after their career. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean,
his podcast is fucking fun though. I love watching his podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you watch the one with Trump on it? It basically
did he interviewed Trump?
Yes, and it basically became Trump interviewing him. Like it's like,
oh no, I didn't even
like,
see that.
Yeah, it was like, so like, does it hurt when you get on the mat? It's so fucking funny. And like it became an interview, Trump hosting the podcast and asking questions about wrestling. It was great.
That shit would crack me up because Trump is so awkward, dude. He is so awkward. Like in any type of, I don't know how anybody takes him serious. I really don't. I really do not.
I don't know, but it's funny to watch him because of his mannerisms.
I honestly, so if I'm giving my honest opinion, he mixes things up and he makes everybody uncomfortable, or he makes everybody go, fuck yes.
Right.
That's it. I mean, but like I don't know, man. I've got mixed feelings. I've never voted for him.
Not in 2024?
No, I did not vote for him.
Would you vote for him?
I voted independent this year.
Who was on the independent ticket?
Jill Stein.
Oh, okay.
Was the only one available. I wanted to write in myself, but
right. And
nobody was gonna. Nobody was gonna vote for me,
But the Libertarian Party had a very weak candidate this past year. So I was like,
look, it's not that I hate people for their independent votes. I really don't. And I don't know if we meant to get political in any type of way. And I'm not trying to, but no, the guy is so fucking awkward. I couldn't vote for him. And I haven't voted for him since he's ran.
I voted for him each time he's won. When he lost, I voted Libertarian. 2020, ironically. And it was funny when we talk about Trump. He's been involved in wrestling. He was in WWE programming back in 2007.
When he fought Vince McMahon, dude, that shit was funny.
Yes.
It's not that I don't think that he's a funny dude. Like, it's not that. But got my own personal reasons, and I'm not going to go into them here. But yeah, I just don't like the guy.
Now Linda McMahon is the head of what, education? Vince's ex-wife.
I could think of at least 5 different people that would be better. Oh
Beer?
my god.
Beer?
Not for you.
You're fired, bro.
Yes. Beer me.
Oh, it's the last one.
I do replay that whenever he got in the ring with Vince McMahon. That shit was so funny to me, dude.
Yes. So, but you weren't watching a full time at the time. You just remember him being on the program, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like some of the funniest times was when Dennis Rodman was
Oh my god.
involved in wrestling. That shit was so
So,
funny to me.
what's funny is this is why I love the '90s so much. '90s was such a great time. I had the Cowboys win the Super Bowls. My favorite basketball team, the Bulls at the time, because Michael Jordan, were winning championships. And then Dennis Rodman was showing up on wrestling. And then in the NWO, which I thought the NWO was so cool. And so I'm like, this is awesome. The '90s were awesome for me.
No, they were like that was a good time to be watching wrestling and shit. Like they had so many different characters, and then celebrities and shit that would make appearances. That shit was so fun. Eric Bischoff was my biggest hatred for watching any type of wrestling, though.
Yeah.
I did not like that guy. I didn't like him.
Yeah. But he was good at it at the time.
Yeah, I mean, no, because he knew what he was doing. He mixed shit up,
Yep.
and he threw in the mix like a different type of like storyline or whatever that totally threw Vince McMahon off.
Yep.
So yeah, I can't hate him for his creativity, but like anytime he grabbed the mic and he was talking, I'm like, dude, I hate this guy. I do not like him. Get him off of there, dude. That's why I loved it when like Sting would like get out there and give him the fucking Scorpion Deathlock or whatever, dude.
Gosh, dude, those were the days, dude. I would pop for Sting. You're talking about the core childhood memories that I just loved.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It really was.
90s wrestling. I don't think there's anything TV related that could beat it.
No. Then I had, like I was saying, like I was watching Jordan winning championships. The Cowboys winning Super Bowls. That's the last time I'll probably ever see that happen.
Did you have any starter jackets?
Yes. Oh,
I did
of course.
too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The Bulls. But at the time I also had the Saints. I was a big Saints fan back then too, though.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Saints
just
was like my second favorite team ever.
It's just the '90s were kick ass.
They were, dude. It's a totally different time.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of skateboarding back then too, though. So, we did some crazy shit.
I did a lot of yo-yos. Like yo-yos became really popular again.
Yo-yos, hacky sack.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, hacky sack. I'm gonna buy one just to be able to reminisce, relive that childhood. Yeah, the '90s was total different time. I think that's where I developed my speech impediment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally say things that are politically incorrect, but that's because I was raised in that time frame.
I was born in '87, Rach. '87. So
84. I got seniority.
Yep. What year did you graduate?
Would have been 2000. Would have been 2004, but I dropped out.
Oh, forget. Yeah. Are you sure you're in 04? You're 4 years older than me. I graduated in 06.
Yeah, 2002 would have been 2002.
So I'd have been in 8th grade.
Yeah,
I would have been in 8th grade and you'd have been a senior.
I dropped out in 10th. No regrets.
Yeah, but look at you. But look at you, though. Like, you.
Oh, bro, don't give me a big head.
I'm going to give you a big head, bro. Like,
Yeah, it would have been 2002.
yeah. Because I would have been in 8th grade, you'd have been a senior.
Yep. I don't know. I had a full-time job, dude. Full-time job.
Right.
It was weird though, because like when I turned it, so dropped out in 10th, and by the time that I hit 18, I had went and I had this interview with a man that like ran a whole bunch of the Ford Motor Company stuff. I had an interview with him, and I was going to be a security guard. I was 18. I was 18. I had no business even filling out for this application, but so I filled out for this application, and I went into this interview process, and this dude, he was asking me all different kinds of questions, you know, just the basic stuff like whatever, blah blah blah, and I'm like, so he gives me the interview, and towards the end of it, he's like, I've got some other candidates, and I'm going to obviously interview them, but if I have an opening available, I'll call you. And I remember like looking him in the face, and I was like, if you don't hire me, you'll be making a big mistake because I work really, really hard. And he said, you know what? I typically wouldn't hire somebody that is 18, that is young as you, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not even going to interview anybody else. You're hired. I was over 20 something different car dealerships. He paid me 20 something an hour. And at that time, that was fucking great money. It was 20 something an hour.
Oh, yeah.
I was over like $6 million worth of inventory. And it was the funnest experience I've ever had. And like watching what people would try to do to be able to, like what they would get away with. It was so fun for me to be able to troll people. Like I loved watching over these car lots. I thought that I was the biggest shit in the entire world, dude. $20 an hour at 18. Like, it was so fun.
Hell yeah.
These comments.
I know. I'm seeing this. I'm like, yo, funny. I don't believe it either. I wouldn't have believed that either. Wouldn't have believed it.
No. Turned 41 this year.
I know. I wouldn't have believed that either.
I'm old as dirt.
I turned 38 in September.
38?
Yep, feeling it too.
I think I'm the oldest here besides Butters. Maybe Roxy. She's got to be my age.
Oh, look at you. Nice.
Nice.
06.
You are not, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
She's 20 years.
I need to see the license and registration.
Exactly. Yeah, is there someone under age of 21 in here? No.
I feel that. I feel that, and I respect it, bro.
Oh, baby mama, 36 years old. Oh, okay.
Baby mama. There's no way you're 36.
How them poop babies?
That's a
How
lie,
are them
dude.
poop babies?
She is not 36.
I was like, no way. She's not 36.
There's no way. 32. 32 at the max. I'm gonna need to see the license, dude.
Probably 20. She's probably 25, bro. She's probably 25. Well, I think Liz is probably like 24, bro. I don't think she's 38.
Yeah, Liz is not 38. There ain't no way.
Fun fact: I did not think she was Lindsay. No, definitely did not think that.
47? There's no way. That ain't true. You're lying, dude.
Like, I didn't believe she was 41. Lindsay was 41. I don't believe Liz is 38.
Dame is not 38. There's no way. I refuse to believe it.
Ooh. How you feeling right now, bro? I'm feeling pretty good.
Me? I feel great.
Yeah.
I have not had enough beer yet, but I feel good. What about you?
I was pre-gaming a couple hours before, and then the shot that I had another shot before that. Pretty good too.
87.
What?
That's not
See, mine is September 10th, 87.
Ames sent me a picture of her driver's license. I'm gonna expose the bitch. I'm telling you right now. Okay, Ames is telling the truth.
Fake ID. Fake ID.
It's a fake ID. It's got to be a fake ID, dude.
She's trying to use one her entire life.
There ain't no way. There's no way.
Yes, really. I didn't think you were. No, I would have never thought you were 41. No way. Nope.
Nope.
Sue, shoot, we're 8 days apart.
Yep. I was born in 84. 1984.
Still don't believe you, Ames.
I was due on leap year. Missed it by a couple of days.
I knew somebody. Someone I went to school with. She was born on a leap year. Oh, she was born February 29th. So we always make like, oh, it's your 5th birthday or whatever. It's your 3rd birthday. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
I got to piss. Hold down the fort.
Okay, and then I'll go after you. I got a P2. Anybody's welcome to join in. Oh man, I got a P2 though. Ooh. Graduated the guy that was born in leap year. It's kind of cool. Anyway. Ooh. I feel way older than I am right now until I can get my chest pain figured out. When do they celebrate their birthday? February 28th is usually when they celebrate their birthday. Short girls don't age. Is that it? Just short girls? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh. That's a long pee. I really have to pee too, though. What? Are you serious? You're 4'11"? God dang. Yeah. Huh? Okay. Okay. Well, we got the tallest one here. 5'10". How
That's
tall are
not
you? Yeah. Charles, I can't hear you.
Who's 5'10"?
She is. Everybody else is like 5 foot or below, apparently. We're dealing with St. Patty's Day with a bunch of leprechauns here.
I'm 4'11", so
You ain't 4'11", bro. You're like my height.
yeah, I am, dude.
You're like my height, bro.
What is your height?
5'9".
5'9"? Okay. I
Mhm.
guess that's what I am.
But then there's Lindsay, she's 5'10", and everybody else like, I'm 4'11", 5 foot.
I got to look at Ames's license, see if it says the truth.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go pee.
God damn it! Her license says 4'11". God, no! No! Look at the picture where Ames and I are standing next to each other. We're the same height. Just saying. Just saying. God, dude. You never had to look up at me either, bro. We were the same. We're literally the same height. Stop pretending. Stop lying to everybody. I'm 4'11". She said, "Oh, fuck me in the asshole with a fucking brick." Who's Jay? Who am I saying hi to? Is this Jay?
Who's that?
Oh, Roxy said she invited somebody.
Oh, your husband.
Is this your husband? Welcome. We got to get together. We got to smoke some cigars. I'm 4'11", so get prepared for that.
All man. All man, too.
Reggie, I swear, dude, we ever meet each other, it's you're getting it, dude. You are getting it.
Dude, we're coming up on 3 years since we've seen each other in person, bro.
It has been so fucking long.
Yeah.
Way too long. So I'm gonna go see Cat and Tex this coming weekend. I owe Roxy and her husband a cigar date because I look forward to that. And then we gotta spend a long weekend with each other, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have I think I'm gonna have April 19th and 20th off because I'm gonna ask
April 19th and 20th. What day is that? Is that a weekend?
Saturday and Sunday, bro. It's
Are you
WrestleMania.
doing it? Are you doing anything? Would you expect me if I decided I wanted to show up?
Yes, it's WrestleMania weekend.
Are you going to WrestleMania?
No, just I'll be here, but you can come hang out and we'll have some fun and then we'll watch WrestleMania together.
Oh, okay.
It's Saturday and Sunday.
April. I'm putting it in the books. I'm coming to see you.
I'm gonna have off. I'm gonna ask off for that because I take every shift I can, and I'm like, I'm going to have that weekend off. I'm going to get it, one way or the other.
April 19th and
It's a
20th.
Saturday, Sunday, bro.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can come as soon as I get off work on a Friday on the 18th.
Fuck yeah!
Why not?
Fuck yeah!
I'll do it if
I'll
you are willing to accept my company.
Yep, I'll make some my wings and
Some wings?
fuck yeah, bro.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're gonna make your wings?
Yes. And maybe in the second night I'll make my tater tot casserole that you liked.
Oh my god! I'm there. It's committed. It's set in
I'm
stone.
gonna make you a wrestling fan again. I'm gonna make you a wrestling fan again.
I don't hate wrestling. I just haven't watched it in a long time.
No, but I'm gonna make you want to watch it again.
So I legitimately don't watch TV. That's the problem. I just legitimately don't watch TV.
Like that's the thing about is that you don't have to watch anything live anymore. You can watch it whenever it's convenient for you. You know, that's what I do. I don't like to watch live shit anymore. I can't. I don't have the time. I have to watch it when it's recorded.
Speaking of dates, Liz should find out if she's free in June.
She can come that weekend too if she's available. Y'all can hang out.
If anything, she should find out if she's free in June for
Ooh,
like an entire week.
But she is also welcome to come, so y'all can hang out there too.
I'll even pay for a plane ticket.
There you go. Liz, you down? You down? You down?
I'll be in Florida at that time. But coordinating is perfect.
Well, she's also invited to come hang out that weekend that I asked you to come. Just
Absolutely.
Saying. Just saying.
I'll be in Kissimmee, Florida in June, hanging out with Danny. Yeah, you should come. I'll pay for the plane tickets.
Baller status right there, bro.
Wait.
Anyone's in the chat, y'all can all come. Y'all can all come. I'll make y'all my favorite. I'll make y'all my favorite. All the people in the chat.
That tater tot casserole.
Yeah.
So I'll make it. We're talking about April 19th.
April 19th and the 20th.
And you're talking about making tater tot casserole?
Yes, and my favorite wing recipe.
I'm there, dude. Don't even count me out. Don't even count me out. I'm writing it down in my fucking calendar right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there after work on April 18th.
Yeah.
I will be there until the 20th.
She said she can make all that happen.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Come on.
Are you kidding?
Anybody come over. I'll make some food for you. And if you don't like wrestling, you don't like wrestling by the end of the night.
Yeah, I'll pay for plane tickets.
Or I mean, yeah, hell yeah, I got you. Shit, yeah, come get it. And you don't even have to watch the show. Like you just come out, drink, have fun, do whatever.
No, dude, are you kidding? We can totally watch fucking wrestling.
I'm just saying, like, if it more than just you come, like, they can hang out, drink, have fun, do whatever. I'm going to be into it. That's just I love get-togethers. I just love get-togethers.
Also, side note, like I am super fucking happy that you got your place. I know that we've talked about this multiple times, but I'm super fucking excited for you. for that.
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot about that. Ooh, I might not be able to get off for that one. Just brought up a
420.
point. I gotta make sure I can get off for that because that's Easter Sunday too.
It is
420
going to be
is on Easter Sunday.
this coming weekend. Whenever I hang out with Tex, it's going to be 420.
Yeah, but I forgot Easter Sunday is on 420.
That dude loves to get me high for some reason. He loves it.
I work at the dispensary. I don't know if I'm going to pull that off, bro. Oh
He
shit!
He looks forward to it every time.
Oh damn! I gotta.
Is your dispensary medical only?
Yes,
Okay.
but there's places that sell Delta 8 and Delta 9 that can get you high. You know what I mean? Around
I
here,
mean,
it
yeah,
does.
it's
It
neither here
does
nor there.
the job. It does do the job. But also, like, if you can be a visiting patient from out of state. What is that? Oh, Banana OG. I know that one. I know that one. I think we sell that at the dispensary I work at.
I was hoping to take that and get like some sleep.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
I
I
think
was really hoping for.
you can be from out of state and you get a 90-day card. Yeah, you can do that too. So there's that. But damn, I forgot about that. Fuck. Let me double check with my boss before you make any plans. Because ooh, fuck.
No, I've already made the plans. Like, I'm coming that week. I'm coming twice, but I'm coming that week.
I know, but I don't know if I'll be able to get off 420. So
You don't even have to get off on 420. Just
yeah,
that weekend, whatever
yeah.
you were planning, just Friday, Saturday,
Maybe I can do
do that.
Friday, Saturday, and then go
Dri-
work. Yeah.
I'll drive back on Sunday, whatever. Just
Okay. I'll do Friday,
spend a
Saturday.
couple days,
I think I'll do Friday, Saturday for sure.
spend a couple days, hang out with you. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Whatever.
But everybody's invited for 419 for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Right now, it's set in stone. Like it's happening. I'm coming.
Yep.
Guaranteed. I'll be there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Also, I have to see these hot springs.
Yes. And we'll be close to Little Rock as well. But in my small town that I live in, there's a river we can float on.
Oh, dude, that is my
yeah.
jam.
Yeah.
That's my jam. We don't even have to do anything cool. I'm just gonna come hang out with you.
Fuck yeah, bro.
If you're willing to accept some Charles time.
Am I willing? More than willing, bro. It's been
I
almost
will look.
years.
I will make it. I will make it the best weekend you've ever had. That's the only thing I can guarantee.
Is that a promise? Is that a promise, bro?
I'll be there. I'll leave
Maybe
right after work on Friday, and I'll be there.
Cool. Well, maybe she can come too for you, bro.
It would be my dream if she could make it in June.
You said she could make it all. She said she could make it all happen.
Oh, that would be my dream. Are you kidding?
April and then June, bro. She said all of it.
That would be my dream. That would be my dream, dude.
I'm like the Jack.
I miss something. What's happening with your anxiety? What do you need? I'll help you in any way that you need, Ames. Yeah, I'll definitely be there the 18th. What is it? It's like a 10-hour car ride for me, right? Is that what we established? I'm not going to blush on camera. It's not going to happen. If Charles time is the best time, like legitimately you're getting choked. Just want you to know that. I don't know anything about 420. Like, I'm a terrible pot smoker.
Me too.
My company randomly drug tests, so.
Ah, there you go. Well,
I just kind of go by their rules.
yeah. Well, I think it would be a good time to cut it off right near.
We done?
I mean, we're on the podcast, but you know,
That's
right now.
fair. We can end it. We can end it. We can start again next week because
Sounds good to me.
we're gonna abide by the rules on being once a week.
Yes.
We figured out some of our clicks. God damn. Yep. We'll be back next week. Same
Yes.
time, same place,
Yep.
same friendly faces, or same fuck faces, whatever you want to call it.
Faces is right.
But at this current moment, we'll catch all of you guys next time.
All right. Peace out, y'all. Play that outro.
Love your faces. Don't talk shit about my Jose Echoes.
Know that this is goated, ain't no lie. Greatest duo